Bipolar Rollers, welcome back. Look, this will be a quick video. I just want to share an interesting story with you and give you a little context here. So I'm on a Facebook group. I see it in my news feed for bipolar. And the question, I believe, was something along the lines of, what do you use to cope with your bipolar symptoms? And I wrote, nature walks. I think the question was, in 2 words, state what you use to deal with your symptoms. And I put nature walks. Now, harmless enough, I do use nature to help alleviate some of my symptoms because I'm kind of on a natural path. You know, I'm not interested in being, doing the pharmaceutical thing. I've tried that for almost 20 years and it didn't pan out really great for me at all. In fact, it caused a lot of other problems. So anyway, that's the background. So, harmless comment. The next day, I go on it and I find this comment from this person who just starts off by saying, no, and then proceeds to go on a tirade about how she couldn't possibly survive without her medication. And that, and that she needs it to cope with her mental health. Okay, so? Like the question wasn't looking for wrong answers or right answers. It was looking for, what do you do? And that's what I do. And I wanted to bring this to your attention just to illustrate how ridiculous our community can be sometimes. I can't possibly live life without my magic pills. And I don't want anyone else to either. So if they dare to try something other than these pills that the doctor gave me, they're wrong. And I'm going to spend 25 minutes of my day telling them how wrong they were. Like, it's crazy. I actually replied to her and I said, look, I don't know who you think you are, but the question was directed at us and I answered it as honestly as I could. I'm sorry that you feel that you can't do that or that nature walks doesn't help you. But who are these people that tell us how we deal with our mental illness? It's one thing if you can't be a day without your pills without going postal, and in which case, do society a favor and please get on your pills because clearly you're a far gone case and you need a plan in place to get. But don't lecture those of us who aren't from the there was that generation of and this was my parents' generation where they had a pill for everything and they thought the pills were going to save them from everything. So the doctor just kept pumping out pills, take this for sleep and take this for eating and take this for, it's the Elvis generation, basically. It's basically what killed Elvis. Yeah, I'm not for that. I'm not okay with that. And some of us are just trying other things that are healthier and complement your body better. Your body's natural ability to heal itself. So, yeah, it's okay that you're not doing that. But please, for the love of God, and this goes out to the whole bipolar community, stop lecturing people on what to do with their condition. Bipolar affects everybody differently, and some of us just don't want to play that game because we do this thing. It starts with an R, it ends with an H. Research. Yeah, we do research and we know what's good for us long term and what's not. And if that's what you're doing right now, great. But just please try to avoid the urge to judge people who are trying their best to try something, that might work for them because your route didn't work for them. Simple public service announcement, and I hope that some of you, and if I'm talking to some bipolar rollers here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Stop shaming other people for the way they treat their condition because it affects us all differently, and some of us, thank God, we're lucky enough to get out from the pharmaceutical grip, and if you're not there yet, hey, all the power to you. I'm not going to judge you, but don't tell me how to treat my condition. Thanks, everybody. Anyway, that concludes your public service announcement. If you like what I bring to the table here during these videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference to our channel. And as always, my bipolar rollers represent.